If you look back on the history of Apex Legends, there's been a lot of really drastic changes to the game that have shaped the esport and the game for the casual players that we have today because of a lot of the streamers and pro players. Sometimes it's really good, and sometimes I think we all agree, and then other times it seems like not many people agree at all other than competitive players. And today seems no different, as it looks once again we are really pushing the boundaries once again of items that look to be removed, changed, nerfed, or whatever because of the pro players. We thought this might happen a couple of weeks ago when I first started reporting it, and it just seems like I told you guys it was going to happen. The conversation's not going away, and the pros are serious. They want it gone. Of course, as always, we're interested to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends news as well, of course, like, comment, and subscribe. And we're also going to be giving away the Revenant Heirloom Prestige skin. All you got to do is make sure you have liked, commented, and subscribed. Of course, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the video. Firstly, I want to let you guys know the store rotation for this upcoming event, October 17th through October 31st, is on screen right now. You can see October 17th through the 20th is going to be on your top, and then October 20th through the 24th down low. I think the Newcastle skin looks good. Honestly, everybody's talking about how pretty this Vantage skin looks, and to me, it's not even all of that. Then you've got your second set of rotations, October 24th through the 27th, and October 27th through the 31st. And honestly, I'm starting to think the only reason that EA really pushes these item shop store tab bundles, whatever, is because they look at it as if you can look at the bundles and think you're gonna get the heirloom for cheaper, it'll convert more people to actually buy. And so that's why they don't really mind doing it that way, because it makes people think, oh, you know, instead of 160 we can now get the heirloom for, you know, a little bit cheaper, whatever the case may be. And I think that's why they actually do it that way. And there may be some of you that think that the Newcastle and Vantage skin are the best ones here, but I personally feel like they put like the worst skins from the collection event in the store rotation so that you don't at least buy the one skin and say, okay, I got the skin I want, I'm done. No one really, in my opinion, no one's looking to get this Newcastle skin and be like, all right, that's all I wanted, I'm done. I mean, maybe I could be wrong. And then of course the big topic for today that we had to mention, this is happening once again. A couple of weeks ago, I told you guys the Daltouche tweet about how bad the digital threat was for the game and how crazy and out of hand it was getting. We also saw PvP retweet his old tweet from last year about how crazy it would be to see a full Bangalore meta so that people can finally realize how broken the digital threat is and why it should not exist in Apex Legends. Of course, that was almost a year ago. Here we are a full year later in a definite Bangalore meta, and it is coming out just as anticipated. Well, then it came out again today. I think there was another tweet in there. Someone else was calling for the digital threat to be nerfed, changed, removed, or whatever. And now it's Imperial How, the man himself, the one that could really get things changed. And he says, once again, the Bang digital meta is the worst meta in Apex Legends so far, no debate. Can you believe the words we're hearing now? He says it's the worst meta in Apex Legends so far, no debate. So we're talking seer meta that the pros were trying to get rid of for so long. We're talking about self-revive meta that people were trying to get rid of for so long, which by the way is the pros were successful and did get the self-revive moved. We're talking about every single bad meta that this game has seen that eventually did change. This one is the worst of all. Those are some very heavy words, and of course if they feel that passionate about it and you've got that many big names getting behind this story, it is going to happen eventually. Mark my words, folks, that there will be a change to the digital threat at some point. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I'm not saying that they're going to get rid of the digital threat, but something somewhere is going to happen. It'll either go to the care package or it'll get nerfed somehow, or for some reason Bang is going to have to go out of meta. I don't know what the case may be, but I promise you, when they complain about it this much and they feel this strong about it, and they feel pretty strong about it, mark my words, something is going to change. Something is going to get updated, nerfed, buffed. I don't know what it is, but I promise you it will happen. Now, in all honesty, I'm interested to see if you guys actually agree with this, because although I understand a lot of you don't like the pros, and it's weird because I have another channel that's like completely pro esport news, and of course everybody loves the pros over there, but on this channel it seems like a lot of people don't like what the pros are doing. But I actually do understand their frustrations, especially in an esport, especially in a game like that. It really makes a lot of sense why you'd be frustrated on something like that, because you don't know if that guy's got a digital threat, and you shouldn't really have to expect that they have one, because it is a pretty rare loot item. So you really shouldn't have to play around like, oh, they just definitely have it. You just don't know. Bloodhound, obviously you can hear when Bloodhound is in ultimate, therefore you know don't push, because Bloodhound can see you through the smoke. There's no really way to know if they got a digi or not. But once again, this feels like the exact same argument we always have. Self-revive, once again, not good for esports, but it is good for casual play, and it was a lot of fun for casual play. The Kraber, once again, not really good to just be one-shotting people in esports, but it is really good to watch and also play in pubs and get crazy shots for clips and stuff in public matches. It just seems like there needs to be, once again, how many times I have to say this? How many times have I promoted it? Everybody seems to disagree with me. There needs to be a specific competitive rule set. Call of Duty has it for a reason. There are so many stupid cringe items in Call of Duty that are so noob friendly and so annoying to play with and so chaotic that you don't want in your competitive esport, but they're super fun to have in pubs. That's why you need to allow it and keep it in the game, but simply have a competitive rule set, which doesn't make sense to me because they already have that. They already have a tournament rule set that gets rid of heat shields. Why don't we do the same thing for other things? Why can't the tournament rule set just not spawn digital threats so that no one in public matches gets affected by the pro players complaining about the digital threats? Why can't the Kraber do 200 something damage in pubs and just do 189 in comp? Why can't gold knockdown shield just be self-revive in pubs and a better revive health status for comp? I posted this a long time ago and Shiv FPS actually agreed with me, so shout out to Shiv, but I don't understand the mentality that everything has to be changed in a one-to-one comparison of public matches to competitive. The game is played completely different. It's a total different game. I feel like it should be treated differently. I know not all of you are going to agree with me, so I'm interested to see what you have to say though, truly. I also wanted to mention from the content side of things, His Watson posted this earlier and this just made me so jealous. Halo R5 Apex tournament. These guys have created Halo maps and weapons inside Apex Legends and will be hosting a 16 team bracket with TDM, Capture the Flag, Oddball. They're currently looking for team captains. Pro players, content creators from any game are welcome and eligible to be team captains. There will be no prize money because EA doesn't allow them to. They actually tried to do prize money in the past and EA shut it down. Ooh, lame EA. But they did say that the tournament will take place sometime in November. What aggravates me more than anything though is the fact that like this is such a good idea. This is such a good LTM. This is so much fun. These people are going to have like some of the most fun in their life, and yet Apex is like probably not even thinking about adding this. Like Apex doesn't even look at R5 Reloaded and just say, hey, let's just do something smart here and hire those guys to just make these game modes in Apex, because this would be so good. It would be so nice to have a firing range that has obstacle courses like R5 Reloaded. It'd be so nice to have grapple contests that you can do, or CSGO surfing that you can do. They already have. If you guys didn't know this, R5 Reloaded has all of that. I've already played it. It is so fun. Why won't the main game add something like that? Why do they just like, it's like we're 4 years behind. Don't get me wrong. I love the firing range update. I'm glad they finally added dummies that move around and actually help your aim to get better. But R5 Reloaded is still way better. It still has way more to offer. And they used to tell us all the time, oh, it's just not that simple. But now that we've seen R5 Reloaded do it, we know it is that simple. Matter of fact, they've already literally done the work for you. Just pay them to add it. I don't know. Interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. Of course, like the video if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends news related. And also you can click on this video here created by my editor Novell for more Apex content. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.